I have generated over 50 million impressions on LinkedIn, and I have helped people generate over 20 billion impressions from LinkedIn. So today I'm going to tell you the ultimate plan for 2025 in terms of growing followers, leads, and any possible gig. One thing you must understand that LinkedIn content planner and calendar plays a vital role. If you don't have one, you can't have growth. So the number one point is, if you have a plan, you can control your growth, and when you can control the growth, you will be perceived as subject matter expert in the industry, and that's what you need in the end, right? You need to understand what all is trending in the particular niche, and in fact you must know what are the outdated topics. So I have seen many people sharing topics that are overrated, overshared, and they are not making sense. They might generate you some likes, but definitely not going to get you any follower, lead, or some sort of business from LinkedIn. So the third point I want to tell you, when you want to control your growth on LinkedIn, is you have to actually check on what type of content formats and the type of content working on LinkedIn. So for example, right now, currently, and in coming 2025, LinkedIn already said, LinkedIn editorial team mailed us the top voices that in 2025 videos are going to be the best format, and they are going to promote it. The algorithm of LinkedIn is going to promote videos. So here is the clear signal that no matter from which industry you are coming from, videos are the formats you are going to pick. In fact, in your industry, what type of content types are actually working? Is that the type of informational or persuasion? What type of content types you are going to have? This is what I'm going to exactly walk you through in the entire video, and help you set what type of content calendar, what type of content types you must use. In fact, I want to tell you that in my personal community, Shine with Shraddha, I do personal audits on each content calendar for every one of you. So if you are from that, I will be definitely doing that for you. Now you understood that if you want to control your growth, you must have a content planner. But when you want to be perceived as subject matter expert and a leader in your industry, what you have to do is, you have to actually understand that you cannot run out of ideas. And this is the one element that I have seen in many creators life, many entrepreneurs life, and many LinkedIn profiles that run out of ideas, and then they repeat the content either, or they are going to definitely share something that is not even required. So this is what you cannot afford when you are seriously building your LinkedIn. If you want to be perceived as subject matter expert, make sure that you don't run out of ideas. And when you make a content planner and content calendar, you will never run out of ideas. This is what I'm going to tell you in this video today. And when you have a planner made for yourself, you will use the content which is aligned. So you're not throwing random content which might generate you lead, but it is not a sure thing. So I make a content planner that assure possibilities what you actually look forward from LinkedIn. And now funnel based content is also important. Some people know what is the content funnel, and many people know it but still doesn't understand it clearly. So this is for all of you, that funnel based content is very important. So tofu, mofu, and bofu is what you have to leverage. Now everybody has told you on the internet that go ahead and make sure that you are sharing content which is into a content funnel called tofu, mofu, and bofu. But what exactly come under that? That's the $1 million question, right? So I'm gonna tell you, in the tofu, you need to make sure that you're sharing content which is generic, you know that is building audience and intended to have a common perspective. Okay, so it should be relatable for wide audience. Okay, wide audience is very important point. Then you need to also make sure that while sharing tofu content, you are addressing the problems which is for masses, for general people as well. And you're talking about some basic concepts. These basic concepts can be like productivity, the confidence, the fear, failure, everything around it. Then broad topics of your industry, this is very important element which many people actually miss. So you need to make sure that what are the broad topics in your industry. For example, that topics can be definitely foundable, but what type of content should come under this? Blog post, social media post, infographics, ebooks, all of these things. I hope now you understand what you have to share in tofu. If you are liking this video, just comment down love it, because it will help me to boost my confidence, and when I actually receive such comments, it boosts my confidence as well. All right, so let's go ahead and understand mofu type of content. Now mofu funnel is actually specific for your target audience, okay? TG stands for target audience, and you have to address the needs and pain points of your target audience. And what all comes under this is definitely case studies, something you worked for some other client with similar goals and you help them achieve it. How? You have to prepare a case study and share that out on LinkedIn in terms of newsletter or article sharing. Then definitely white paper works in B2B. This is very popular, guys, I know you know it. Demos of the product and comparisons are doing pretty well, and in 2025 they are going to definitely perform. So when it comes to comparison, you need to make sure that what you do and what others can do and how you are making the difference, that's how you actually going to put your USP out there. And webinars are definitely going to be a long game in 2025. And when it comes to LinkedIn profile optimization, LinkedIn growth, LinkedIn content planner, you must host some webinars every now and then. Of course, I'm not saying every single month, but at least one time in quarter you can definitely do that. Then in funnel based content, we have final point, which is called bofu. And in bofu, what we have is, highly specific content that is very much focused to drive conversations, either in DM or in one to one call bookings, or maybe in comments as well. At times they also work out well. And intend to pursued prospect, okay, to take some specific action. For example, if you are trying to make a blog post and you are trying to shift their perspective from something to something, you have to make sure that you are writing in a persuasion manner. Then UGC is the bigger game in 2025 and beyond. This is going to work like crazy. So you have to make sure that you have a lot of UGC content. And what UGC is, people don't understand. People think like, okay, I'll get the influencer marketing done, that's about it. No, it is more on that. So UGC content can be related to some free trials, and you record their experience over it, demos, consultations, product, page discounts as well. You have some discounts, some year ending offer, like kind of thing, all of these things come under this. So these type of funnel based content is all you need. When it comes to LinkedIn planner, you must have a plan, and when you are planning it, you need to know these basics. And now I will help you to actually create a content calendar. Let's walk into that as well. So this year I am planning to hit another 100K after hitting already 120K followers on LinkedIn last year. I mean, in 2024. In 2025, I am planning to hit another 100K, and here is my LinkedIn planner, which is exactly something that I am going to share with you today. Look, you need to understand that the type of formats you are sharing, the type of content you are sharing on LinkedIn matters a lot. And when it comes to planner, you actually have to control everything. It's not something like you will throw random content or random pieces of content that you feel like, no, this is something I need to do. If anytime by chance you are trying to push random content, it should be coming from the trending topics. Okay, so let's dive in the LinkedIn content planner. Number one thing, format planner. Look, you have to understand that what type of formats you're going to share. Look, in 2025 I'm not going to share text post at all. I'll be keeping it at zero. And if you want to post text post, you can definitely go ahead and try. If you feel that it is working for you, it is generating good impressions, then for sure go ahead, because it does not work with me, neither my audience, and this is why I have decided to not go further with the text formats. Now next is carousels. Carousels in my industry is running very nicely, and they are trending formats. So I think I am going to pick that. If you are also someone into leadership or into, sharing content related to digital marketing or freelancing, then definitely carousels are going to work for you as well. And then video formats, this is something going to work for everybody. So I'm definitely going to put a lot of video content, because video content has a future. LinkedIn itself said that very clearly, that now LinkedIn algorithm is favoring videos. So it's pretty good to understand that we are going to leverage videos for growth. Then comes articles or newsletters. It is actually choice based thing. Now it depends on the type of goals you have from LinkedIn. In case if you want to generate leads like me, definitely go ahead and make your articles and newsletters in the plan, and make sure that you are at least sharing one newsletter or article once a week. Then polls are back in the game once again, so definitely you can give a try to that. Again, polls have been my only possible format when I am actually trying to ask something from my audience. Then only I shoot these polls, otherwise I don't really post polls. Then you can consider accordingly. If you want to ask something, definitely you can host some polls, or you can definitely skip this. It is not going to make a lot of difference. Then we have image formats. Again, along with video formats, image formats are also trending so nicely in any industry, so I will recommend you that as well, and I am definitely going to adopt this. I have actually been posting a lot of pictures and infographics. That's something I'm going to continue in 2025, and this is the one of the most favorite section of my entire planner, because I make sure that the type of content I am writing, it actually generates me a lot of followers and leads as well. And many times I have seen, when I am sharing carousel posts, I am attracting leads. So if you want to generate leads, make sure that you are dropping carousels and articles as well. Then make sure that you also figure out the type of content when it comes to your LinkedIn planner, and in that case you need to make sure that you are sharing some educational post. So it's not like, okay, I want to tell you this, that the era gone when it was only about educational content. You go on my LinkedIn, you will see I am actually sharing variety of content. It's about educational, it's entertaining, it's also controversial, not negative. It's a storytelling, it's my personal experience based, everything. I'm actually combining every single thing, so I'm not sticking towards only educational content. This is actually said by many top creators, that being too niche specific is also going to be a disadvantage in 2025. So in your LinkedIn post planner, make sure that you have educational content. Maybe you are sharing some how to's or walkthrough steps and process. Then you are sharing some entertaining content. Yes, I know what you're thinking, Shraddha. Does entertaining content work even on LinkedIn? Yes, it does work, but it should make sense. Simple as that. I mean, random jokes are definitely not going to work. Some memes, but of course, logical ones do definitely work. Then infotainment is exactly something that is actually working in video tab. So make sure that you utilize this particular option. What you have to do here is that if you are also active on Instagram, then definitely you can repurpose your content. In case if you are not, make sure that you are, sharing your educational stuff in a video format, in a very casual manner. I mean, I'm not saying exactly very too much of casual, but dropping some sort of fun to it. For example, when I'm shooting videos, I might forget some words, and then I laugh and I keep it in that. I don't remove in my editing that particular portion. So that's something you can do. Controversial content, strong point of views are very, very trending on LinkedIn. If you have some sort of perspective coming from your experience, definitely this is going to work out in 2025. And when I say controversial, I want to tell you that it's not about going negative and saying something wrong about anybody. It's about putting your point of view solely. For example, I have very strong point of views on things that are happening in national or international basis. Something going wrong, I will put my point of views, and that's all right, and we must put that. As a leader, it is very, very important and obvious thing to do. Then storytelling, of course, this is very important. When you want to connect with your audience, build a bond with them, you should tell your story. I'll tell my story here, that I never had a LinkedIn content planner until I realized that I want to achieve something from LinkedIn. You would never ever make a plan until you realize that you have something to do in your life from a particular platform. So when I actually became serious, I hit 100K. I got clients from 8 different countries, and I'm now targeting 10 new countries in 2025. So actually you have to do in that way only. And then quote related posts are also something that are going to work once again. So make sure that you are sharing quotes that are coming from your own beliefs. All right, now let's dive into how many posts you should actually drop on LinkedIn. This is the most asked question, and I'm going to answer that. On LinkedIn in 2025, you need to make sure that you are sharing at least 3 times in a week. And what are those days? I'll definitely say that Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays are good. So Tuesdays and Thursdays you can definitely share content related to informational, educational and quote related. But on Saturdays, I believe that sharing something personal or storytelling works a lot more better for me and for my clients as well. So I think this have been working with me and will definitely work out with you, because I have worked on more than 1,000 profile of LinkedIn, and these tips have always worked on. By the way, I'm giving away the DIY access sheet for free. If you are in my 7 days LinkedIn Leap challenge, if you are not, join it right now. If you're already in, you are going to get access of this. And you know what, when you make these plans, you actually commit the growth. You actually plan and control the growth that I already told you. So you have to make sure that your entire content needs to be very, very refined. And your content planner must have these content calendars that I'm showing you. These are some post ideas for you in 2025. You cannot run out of ideas, because I have given you all possible days which are trending on each month. So now you have enough content. Now you actually need to plan what you want to pick, what will be a matter of requirements for your target group, and then you can definitely move ahead. Remember one thing, that when you want to grow on LinkedIn, you need to be very specific and you have to control your growth. That's about it. And I am glad that you reached till here. And if you have already reached till here, make sure that you subscribe my channel, because a lot of people watching my videos and not subscribing. Why, guys? If you subscribe, it gives me a lot of motivation and help me push forward and get you a lot of videos that really do well for you. If you need the DIY access of the content calendar and planner, I'll share you the access of the sheet. Make sure that you comment down. In fact, you should join 7 days LinkedIn Leap challenge. All right, meet me soon in the next one. Make sure you hit subscribe, like and comment to this. Bye bye.